The Hornets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. At the United Center, Chicago fans are cheering for their Bulls. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here's Ball, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, instant offense. Be shot ready on the catch, Josh Giddey. Yes, sir.
Outside for Curry. Back to Miller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Curry can't get it to go. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Billy, Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Miles Bridges.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
Over in the corner, White. Pass to Giddey. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Giddey's got 6 points.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Here's Ball, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Basket counts.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here's Curry. Pass the ball. Out to Bridges. Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. And it's all knotted up.
Now, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Vucevic. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Williams. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Here's Vucevic. Bridges with the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Miller. Outside, Ball. Out to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges outside. Off target from outside.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Taken away by Williams. Left side, Curry. Pass the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Off with the layup. Bulls trail by 3. White with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And that one is good. Ball's got his second basket.
Always always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
It's Miller on the wing. Charlotte again missing. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Now here's White. Still scoreless. Here's Vucevic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
And here is Curry. Pass the ball. Excellent D there from Williams. The Bulls with the lead. Now White. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Bridges with the board. Here's Curry. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here.
Substitution for the Bulls. Jalen Smith.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Rebound by Smith. Now the Bulls with it. Here's White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. Like the aggressiveness there.
Now here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Back to Miller. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just.
The Hornets, 11.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Yep, it counts. Smith's got his first points in this one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
No one near Herder as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 4. Smith with it. Over to the wing. Nobody near Nurkic. It's rebounded by Herder.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Herder. The Bulls leading by 4. Outside, Jones. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And it's in there.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys. Kicks
it out to Jones. Taken away by Williams. Here's Curry with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Curry's got 6.
Curry will absolutely light you up from the corners. Anywhere on the floor, he's dangerous, but the corner, that's his sweet spot.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available. Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Smith outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Dosunmu. Doubled by Bridges. Here's Jones. Williams with the block. On the wing, Miller. Now Ball. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Well, just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
Tries again. Outside Curry. On the wing, Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Bulls making a switch here. Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Taken away by Williams. .151 left in the first half.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end. Seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half.
They keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Williams. Shoots over Vucevic. The shot by Williams, no good. Now here's Giddey. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
A 6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Curry with it. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Charlotte shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. .43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. For 3, Bridges. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Bridges got the lead up to 3 now for the Hornets.
I'll tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Ball hits them both. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. And he converts the layup. Ball's got 8 points here in this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he hits the first of 3.
Lonzo Ball.
And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago with the ball. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Williams comes with a double team. Pass to Vucevic. Bruce Ellis, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Charlotte in the lead. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Nurkic. Doesn't go for it. Great D that time from Vucevic. And here is Ball. Driving the lane. And Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Here's Man. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Nurkic. Still without a basket. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Vucevic. To the wing right side. Now Bruce Ellis. Outside White. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Ball no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, love that attitude. Bridges left side. Pass the ball. Back to Bridges. No good on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Giddy with it. Covered by Miller. Now here's Giddy. He's got 8. Right side, Ball. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got 13.
How about the focus here from Ball on offense? Constantly looking for ways to score. Feels like he can get any shot he wants.
Right side, Ball. no good. Chicago leading. Here's White. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Jones. Out to White. From the arc. The Hornets pull it in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And Curry has it in the corner. Bridges inside. That shot misses. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Out to White. Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Ball. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now you love the tenacity right there of LaMelo Ball. Play through the contact, get the and one opportunity.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Ball surveying the defense. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Down low. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. On the wing, Williams. Back to White. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Outside Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got 7.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Curry, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Bulls lead.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
Here's White. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rolls out front. Up. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hornets trailed by 4. Right side, Ball. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago on defense. Miller outside. 6 to shoot. Inside.
You have to love Jalen Smith's defensive effort. Contest, yes, sir.
Into the lane. No Zunmu. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Diabate. And it goes down 2 points. Diabate's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Hornets. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking into the game for your Bulls.
Knocks it loose. Smith outside. Pass to Jones. Back to Smith. Clock at 4. Now here's Collins. Defended by Bridges. It's Curry outside. And here is Ball. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Diabate. There's Miller with the 3. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. For the Bulls. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's White. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Charlotte trailing. Ball with it. To tie it up. And it's good on the way up. Ball's got 21 in the game.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Ball. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Count that bucket. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
That's to Curry. And here is Ball. He's covered by Ball.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
At the line for the Bulls.
He's off on the first.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line.
You know, they would have liked to have gotten them all, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Outside, Ball. It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass the ball. To the paint. Wants to get it to Giddey and does. Clock at 6. Here's White. Shoots over Curry. The Hornets pull it in. Miller inside. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Curry. Over to the left wing. Ball from long range. Charlotte no good that time either. And 44 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Ball. They get a hand on it. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Pass the ball. On the wing, Bridges. Outside Curry. Now Miller. 3 on the clock. Bridges for 3. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball with a wide open look. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. The drive by Ball. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Back to White. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Ball with the bucket. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Mark Williams.
Mark Williams. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for one.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition with the hometown advantage, and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.